Come, they told me, a newborn king to see.
Some say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I say the darker the flesh, and the deeper the roots. I give a holler to my sisters on welfare. Say Tupac cares if don't nobody else care.
Good morning, people. Good morning. This is your host, Sir Drumz. It's another edition of the Black Diplomat Show, large up to all black diplomats globally, worldwide. Yes, I've got Mr. Haye here. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, Sir Drumz. I'm good. Happy to be here. Blessed to be here. Feeling good. Looking good. It's all good.
I'm good, my brother. But you know, today, Mr. Haye, is going to be a very, very, very special one. It's going to be a very, very deep one, because the subject what we're going to talk about today is only one subject. One subject.
One subject.
And it's got to be the Don himself, the late great Tupac Shakur.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
The late great Tupac Shakur, I will say it again, the god of rap. Yeah? The greatest that ever did it. The GOAT. The greatest that ever did it.
The black GOAT.
That's right. So let's start. Let me just introduce, you know, Mr. Tupac Shakur and his lineage and how it started. So, first of all, we'll go to the goddess Afeni Shakur, rest in peace. You know, you passed away, but you was a true goddess and you brought a real prince and a king into this world. You know, Afeni Shakur was a young black sister, you know, very political, very cultural. She got caught up in the Black Panthers, you know, not caught up, she joined the Black Panthers. And they was making moves, you know. If you don't know the Black Panthers, go and do some research on them. They was all about, you know, protecting black culture and, you know, the upliftment and uprising of black people, you know, in the struggle. She got caught by the police, yeah, by the feds. They arrested her. There was the Panther 21 case, you know, she represented herself. She was actually pregnant at the time with Tupac in her stomach. She represented herself and 21 others. And they walked 3 days before Tupac was born. She walked. So she was in prison, but 3 days before that, she had her trial and, you know, she bust the case. So I got to say, respect to that black sister right there. Very powerful. That shows you even when a black diplomat woman is pregnant, she still possesses unbelievable power. So rest in peace to Afeni Shakur. You're a true goddess. Love you and respect you. Alright, next we're going to move on to Billy Garland. Yeah, that's Tupac's biological father. I want to say respect to you because you brought a real king into the world. Don't know much about you, but, you know, I just have to say respect because you done something positive. You know, your son was remarkable. So respect to you, Billy Garland. Next we're going to move on to Lumumba Shakur. Lumumba Shakur was actually Afeni Shakur's first husband. Yeah, they got married in 1968. He passed away. I want to say rest in peace to Lumumba Shakur and big up to all of the Shakur tribe. Next, I want to big up Mutulu Shakur. Mutulu Shakur was Tupac's stepfather, real soldier. You know, he was part of that Panther group. He got like 60 years. He's still in prison right now. I don't even think they've got real evidence that he actually done what he done, because most of it's falsified and fixed up. But I want to say, you know, hold your head, Mutulu Shakur. You're always going to be remembered. That stepson of yours, you know, he made you global. Like, everybody in the world knows about you. They may not even have seen you, but they know who Mutulu Shakur is. The other day, Rick Ross, the artist, he made a tune, he was talking about Mutulu Shakur, and loads of other people talk about Mutulu Shakur. So I want to say, hold up your head, my soldier. You're a real soldier out here, and you know, God's blessing be with you, and we're riding with you. So, moving on, I want to get on to Geronimo Pratt.
Real panther.
Yeah, real panther.
Real panther there, you know.
Yeah, Geronimo Pratt, real panther. That was actually Tupac's godfather. He spent like 27 years in jail. Yeah, he passed away in 2011. Rest in peace to you, King. Real soldier. Yeah, real warrior. All right.
100%.
Next one I want to move on to is Assata Shakur. That was actually Tupac's godmother. She was caught on a case, you know, they said that it was allegedly, we have to say allegedly a cop killing or whatever happened. Some cop got killed, whatever. You know, she had to run away. She moved to Cuba. And she went there in 1979 and they granted her asylum, and she's been there ever since. And they still want her over here, not over here, but in America, to stand trial for that, this, that, and the other. You know, and, you know, if you, like, people, make sure you go and do some research on her, because she was actually a black sister that got arrested, and she got arrested and they put her in male prisons. Now, how can you put a black sister, even a woman, let's not even say a black sister, but how can you put a woman in male prison? That shows you that they never had no respect for her as a woman.
Straight liberty.
Yeah. So, you know, Assata, wherever you are in the world, I want to say God bless you. And God be with you. Yeah, and we're all with you. We all send our love and our prayers with you. So, large up to you also. I want to say, rest in peace to Gaddafi. That was one of the outlaws. He died in 1996. Rest in peace to you, brother. Yeah, enough love, enough respect. It was also his cousin. So, yeah, respect to you. Rest in peace to Big Syke. Another one of the outlaws. Respect to you and rest in peace, my brother. Respect to Fatal Hussein. Yeah? Real rider. Rest in peace to you, brother. I want to say large up to the 3 remaining outlaws. Napoleon, Idi Amin, and also Young Noble. So, large up to all of the outlaws living and the ones that passed. You know, rest in peace. Tupac in 1995, he had a catalogue of 150 records. So this man was writing like non-stop. And that was in 1995. Remember, he passed in 1996. So he done a whole heap of writing. He was also the first rap artist to have his sculpture in Madame Tussauds. He's also the first rap artist to have a musical. One of his musicals went on to Broadway. It was called Holla If You Hear Me. That was in 2013. So, people, that was just a little on the Don himself, but now we're going to take it to that next level. This is the part where, you know, we go real deep in depth. So, I'm going to talk about me, Sir Drumz. I'm going to talk about the first time I heard Tupac and what kind of impact that made on me. I remember I was at my Aunt Winnie's house. Big up my Aunt Winnie. I was at my Aunt Winnie's. Rest in peace to Sharon, also, my cousin. Love you. Yeah, I remember I was at my Aunt Winnie's house, and I always used to watch MTV them times. And I used to like have a videotape or two, and I used to record certain videos.
Yeah, me too.
And I remember I saw the first tune I ever saw from Tupac was Brenda's Got a Baby. And I was always I like up-tempo music, so anything that was up-tempo, I was with it. I loved that. Yeah, that was me. I loved up-tempo music. As Mr. Haye was my school friend, he could tell you, because we both like up-tempo music. We used to dance a lot, and, you know, it was always up-tempo.
New Jack Swing. That's
right.
Yep,
guy, yeah? So, yeah, it was that level, but when I saw Brenda's Got a Baby, it was slow. It was something that I wasn't used to, but it hit me somewhere along the line. And I think looking at Tupac, he just had a different look that I haven't seen before. That look that Tupac had. He had the hat backwards. You know, he had a Bally jacket on. I used to love Bally. I used to wear Bally shoes when I was younger. They was very expensive as well. Some people remember them, some people don't. But he had a Bally jacket. I've never seen a Bally jacket in the history of being on Earth. So that was a one-off. So when I looked at this guy, his look, his style, he just hit me. And I know, I remember that every time I used to watch that video, I used to like it more and want to watch it. And then sometimes I used to put on the video and just watch it. Because I couldn't work out what it was about this guy, but there was something special about this guy. And then it went on to the next video, which was I Get Around. And by I Got Around, I knew that I was a proper fan of Tupac. Tupac was like someone that I used to look up to and think, yeah, man, that's a proper girl's man, and I want to be like that. You know, he's got something in him. You know, when you see someone doing something good, most of the time you're supposed to think, oh, I want to be like that. I inspire to be like that. That person's special. Like, you know, that becomes something that you look up to. So Tupac had that style, and yeah, it was just, yeah, he was the man from there. So what you got to say, Mr. Haye?
Brother, listen, I totally agree with the whole. Listen, my first interaction with Tupac was, as you said, Brenda's got a baby. I saw that video, and I was like, it was just deep to me what he was saying, and it was strange to me because there was no hook on the song. Yeah. Just from the beginning to the end. So I'm just used to a chorus. I'm just waiting for like, where the chorus gonna come in, where the chorus gonna come in. But I was drawn by the lyrics, yes, what he was saying, and I was just like, right, who's this dude? I think I might see him in the box. Yeah. One of them things. I was just like, rah, okay. I mean, I think this dude, he don't look like a rapper. Yeah. Look at him. He looks like an R&B singer. Yeah. I think he's too pretty to be like a rapper. Just look hard and just look like, just look busted up. You understand? But I think, who's this dude? Then time went on, as you said, I see the Get Around the video, and I'm like, why is this brother laughing? Because rappers always screwed up their face, always try to look hard, but this brother's always smiling. I'm thinking, raw, he's a real person. It's not really an act. I think to myself, right, this guy's smiling in the video, running around acting like a crazy man, but he's smiling. And they're thinking, okay. Yeah. But what it was that got me, brother, I think when Greenwich Cinema first opened, the one in the glass house one, I went there with Brendan to see Juice. Wow. I didn't know he was in it. Wow. My friend got like these preview tickets, went there to see the film. I need to earn his tickets a minute to see the film now. Watching the film, and I hated him in the film. I'm thinking, this dude is bad mind. Bishop. But yeah, Bishop. I thought this dude is bad mind. And I hated him in the film. I hated him in the film, the way he was going on with his friend. We had a scene in that film that took me. Yeah. When he's arguing with Q. You gotta get them, oh no, we there to take them out anytime you feel like it. And you gotta let them know. Exactly. I'm gonna win behind the back and go out and blaze if you got to. Otherwise you ain't. I tell your mama you ain't. So I'm saying, but I was like, whoa. But now I realised that I hated him, his character, because he played the part so well. That's what it was. Understand? I thought, no, who is this brother? So I started the little Riot on magazines and the Black Beat magazines back in the day, and the Source. Started reading up on their brother, started finding out more and more about him, started getting the music. I just started rating him. Yeah. You know what I mean? When I heard Hull, if you hear me, to the sellouts living it up one way or another, you'll be giving it up. Yeah. Just because I'm black born, I'm supposed to sing songs. You think I'm supposed to sing songs, say peace and get capped on. Yeah. And I was like, oh. Yeah. So it was Millie, but before I saw him smiling. Yeah. So he's showing you like a whole person. Yeah. A lot of rappers in them days were just gully. Never see them smiling, always a certain way. But you see another side to him. But as a human, that's how we are. Understand? You saw like a real man. I started doing my research on him, so I listened. I just became a fan, fam. I actually became a fan. Him with a bandana like him and rah rah rah. You know when I've got the nose pierced, but I was a fan, bro. You know what I'm saying? Little cut, I got the nose pierced.
Yeah.
You understand, brother? But it's like I appreciate the brother as a rapper and as a man as well. There's something, as you said, there's something special about him. You're just drawn to him. That magnetism, isn't it? They said that magnetism. No homo, but man is just drawn to man.
Cool.
By how he was.
Cool. Okay, Mr. Haye. So what I would say on my behalf was, yeah, after I saw I Get Around, full fan now. You know, everything, I'm searching down the place for everything that's got Tupac in it because I'm rating this guy. You know, from the first video to the next, I'm rating this guy. And like you said, I saw Juice and I was like, wow, this guy's got it. You know, and like you said, hey, you didn't like him because of the character. I liked him straight. I'm like, listen, I'm only watching the film for this guy. This guy's heavy. He's got something about him. It's like he had character when I didn't have character. I had character. I was evolving. But he was fully evolved. So I'm watching something that is the cake that's finished. I'm the cake that's just getting put together. Yeah. I ain't even gone in the oven yet, but he's finished. He's on the table. People are waiting to take that slice. So when I was looking at him, it was like, this guy is definitely like the finished cut. You know what I'm saying? And he was smooth with his words. You know, the girls started to go crazy for him. Yeah, even I got my nose pierced also. I got my nose pierced. But before I got my nose pierced, I had my hair bald. People used to, no, forget about that. I used to have like one of them kid and play haircuts, like a little square top. Then I had the Bobby Brown lean.
I remember.
Yeah. And
gold spray.
Yeah, gold spray. Yeah, see, that's how long we know each other. Gold spray and that. Joe 90 and them, man, they showed me that about spraying up your hair. And Bino, big up Bino. Bino used to cut my hair them times I was young. I was about 12. Bino used to cut my hair, you know, and put the gold spray in it, put the lean in it, everything. So I cut my hair off just to sample it, and a lot of people started to say, you look like Tupac. Yeah, so that was another buzz for me straight away, because, like, you know, Tupac was one of my heroes. Tupac, like, you don't go nowhere and hear no one talking no rubbish about Tupac. All girls say is they love off Tupac, and man them say, yeah, man, Tupac's hard, man, Tupac's a thug. So I was overwhelmed by that. When I got my nose pierced, that was it, mate. It was from there. Anywhere I went different countries. I went everywhere, and people said, you look like Tupac, bruv. I thought I saw Tupac. Yeah? And that gave me a buzz. That gave me a hype to say, rah. He was saying I look like my hero. You understand what I'm saying to you? And it was just an overwhelming feeling. And, you know, Tupac's evolving. I'm evolving. I'm watching what he's doing. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you, people. I can honestly say Tupac is the only person that I looked at and wanted to be like, because he had the talk, he had the dress, he had the music, he had the girls, the guys rated him. So to me, that was a 360. That's a full package. Everybody else had one little quality about them or whatever. He was a 360 deal, 360. So he was someone that I wanted to be like a lot. Even though I had my own style, I still used to use a lot from him and take a lot from him. So, yeah, that was then. You know, what do you want to say about it? Hey,
yeah, listen, don't forget about articulate.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
I heard this brother in interviews, brother, and I'm like, someone asked him one question, he'll be talking for like 10, 15 minutes, bro.
That's right.
Understand? But it's like no one spoke the way that he spoke. That's what got me kind of. This brother's intelligent, innit?
That's right.
He's rapping. I mean, he said rapping. Oh, the F you, fuck life. But that's just the entertainment. But if you actually sit down and listen to this brother talking, you'd be amazed.
That's right.
Go on YouTube and download one of his interviews when he's talking about certain subjects. The brother's deep. No one, not even to this day, is talking like that.
No one.
Nobody to this day is talking like that. You got a few that's gonna scratch on the surface.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no one goes as deep.
They ain't got the passion. They ain't got that passion.
Exactly.
He talks passion, innit?
Exactly. He talks from the gut, the stomach, innit? And you can feel the passion, and the anger, and the heartbreak when man is talking.
Yeah.
Understand? That's what we need now, but no one talks like that. The dude was just great.
Yeah.
He was great. Understand, brother? So
yeah. So in saying that, now, you know, I used to watch him and watch everything he was doing, and you know, by the time it got to like Toss It Up and what's the next one? How Do You Want It? This guy was flying through. He was flying. I watched these films. I watched every film that he done. Even the rubbish ones that people don't watch or they don't recognize. I watched everything from Pac. Everything. It's like I was just hooked on this guy. This guy was just like, he was something that I've never seen before. I was amazed by him. You know, so I watched all these videos. I watched everything. I listened to his interviews. The guy was over intelligent. You know, you got intelligent and you got over intelligent.
He was ahead of his time.
Yeah, he was way ahead of his time. He was talking some stuff that is relevant right now. Remember, that was like 1995, 1994. He was talking about some stuff that is relevant right now. So like Mr. Haye said, a lot of artists and that, you know, some of them have got their vocabulary up. They're trying to learn to speak better now. And a lot of them are speaking better now. They're not speaking that crud and that gang banging and all that stuff. When you hear someone talking like that, you know that they're just an idiot and they haven't grown up properly. They ain't grown up yet.
Exactly.
But he was way advanced.
He's so young.
Yeah, he was so young and he was way advanced. And another thing that I rate about Tupac, like you got Martin Luther King, you got Malcolm X, you got all these great political leaders, Farrakhan, a lot of them. We have a lot of them. But if you think about it with Tupac, Tupac's legacy at 25, who has got a legacy like that you know? I'm not talking about for rap. Put rap aside. I'm talking about his legacy, what he done, the words he spoke, the people that he spoke to, the lives that he's changed. At 25, you don't get people with legacy like that. No one's got a legacy like that. Martin Luther King's and all these other people, they was all up in their 30s, coming up to their 40s or whatever they was coming up to. But it wasn't like that. When they was 25, they was living that good life. They was, you know, enjoying themselves, being young people. But if you look at a man of his age to do so much in that little short space of time, the guy was a prophet. The guy was a prophet. And I still say that up to now. And, you know, some people say that, he was a part of the Illuminati because you had to do it. I don't know about that part. And I'm not saying that you're not right. I'm not saying you're not right. But I personally think that even if he made a decision, a generational decision, that he's going to go into the pits of fire. But even though he's going into the pits of fire, he is going to send out his message and it's going to go worldwide. So even if he did join up those groups, he didn't promote them. He told you about Illuminati, putting the K to that shit because he's killing it. He's killing them. He put the K to that thing there because he's getting rid of them. So, you know, when I heard him say stuff like that, like you don't even hear people saying that. You got people talking now and they're in full denial to this thing and they're really in. And he's talking like that then. That guy's got to be a prophet. He has to be a prophet. Go back and look at any one of his interviews and you will be in awe of that guy. Because the guy, he talks like none other. You know, he showed so much respect to the sisters. When I saw Brenda's got a baby that had Jada Pinkett in it, yeah, yeah, Jada Pinkett walking down the road. He showed so much respect.
No, it was the girl from Players Club.
Which one?
The girl from Players Club.
No, it's Dear Mama. It's Dear Mama. It's Dear Mama. It's Dear Mama had Jada Pinkett in it. Walking there, yeah. It's one of the videos.
No. Jada's in she's in the outlaw one.
And they tried to kidnap her.
Keep your head up. Yeah, keep your head up. Part 2.
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called, though.
Yeah. So you know, this guy, he went to performing art school. You know, he used to do ballet. He used to write poetry. He used to listen to Shakespeare.
Avid reader.
Yeah, he used to read books non-stop. Everybody that knew Tupac, they talk about Tupac as if he done something so great for them in their life. That's when you're a special person. You know, and I'm talking about from when he was young. He was on this political thing. He was on this Black Panther thing. He was on helping black people. If he used to, when his mum used to be on drugs, God rest her soul, and they used to move to different areas, he used to be starting a campaign there for black people and for youth. Who's doing stuff like that now? Which artist do you know is doing stuff like that now? They're taking their money and they're showing off and telling you that they bought a Bentley and they got this car and they got this watch and they got so much money. They're showing off on you. And then you go and try and, you know, kill yourself to go and get what they got. And it's very unlikely that you're going to achieve it. But Tupac kept it real with you. He's also the one that brought in that keep it real talk, right? He was the first one to bring in that keep it real talk. And now, people are still talking that talk now. People are still talking that talk now. So, Mr. Haye, what would you say was your favourite album from Tupac?
Oh, I can't even answer that question, you know.
Serious?
I really can't. It's deep for me.
Alright, what was your...
I love all his albums. It could have been probably the Apocalypse Now.
You like that one?
That might have been, because he was just so... It was just raw.
Yeah.
And the revolution was just rife in it.
Yeah.
It was just so rife. You understand? But it was just hard. Understand? But as the time went by, it was still hard, but it's like it went through different things.
Yeah.
They started talking about other stuff, but the revolution part, I think that's more for the Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
I think. But I love Machiavelli though.
Yeah, come on, man.
I love the Machiavelli album.
Come on, man.
Me Against the World.
Me Against the World.
Yeah.
I think Me Against the World was my favourite.
That's a good album. And All Eyes on Me. Listen, all his albums are top drawer.
Yeah, of course.
All his albums are top drawer. I have to separate. I got to go back to when he was hungry and dropped his first thing, and that when he was raw. Yeah. And no one was in his ear saying you can't say that and you can't say this. He said what he wanted to say.
That's right.
And that's Tupacalypse Now for me, my brother.
No fear.
I think it's No Fear. Tupacalypse Now.
Yeah.
And I think people, I touched on the subject about the legendary status.
Yeah.
It's because he's a legend, but he's not even a legend in the music. He isn't. I think it's everything.
360.
Yeah, it's everything. It's just the person that he was. Anyone could do music, innit? But it's like the person that he was. That's why if you take his picture, go to anywhere in the world, they know who it is.
Yeah.
They know who. They might even heard, but you can go to the woods, like somewhere like you can go to bloody Timbuktu, bro.
Yeah.
Take his picture, they'll know who it is.
Yeah.
They will know, and that's to me, that's legendary status.
That's right.
They know who you are. They know your name.
That's right.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. He's a legend for the man that he was. So the films, the music, what he was saying, what he was preaching, his empathy, what he did for his community.
That's right.
And didn't ask for no media coverage when he's donating this and he's doing that and he's doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But when they keep it out of the news.
Yeah.
Because he's already in the news.
Yeah.
So when they keep it out of the news, and as he said, he didn't get a case until he got a record deal.
Yeah, of course.
And so he got his record deal, then all the problems started coming in.
Yeah.
Understand? So I was going to say big up to the legend, man. Big up to the legend.
Yes. And also, I think, you know, Tupac was one way, and then I think when he got shot, I think that changed him a lot, because he, for what I understand, he never thought that black people would harm him.
Yeah.
And then when he got shot, then he realised that, you know, it's just same black people that can go against you and try to take your life. Even Puff, I'm not sure if you had anything to do with it, but, you know, you do look guilty. You do look guilty. You definitely look guilty, my brother. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. You look guilty, and you can see by the way you talk that you got hatred for Puck, or you're jealous. Maybe Puck was with one of your baby mothers. She wasn't your baby mother at the time, but now she's your baby mother now. We can see the jealousy in you. Plus,
I saw the video.
Plus, also, when I'm looking at you brother, yeah? You're not a real person. Everything is pantomime. It's all acting. It's all this and it's all that. It's all acting and it's all this and it's all that. You're not a real person, bro. You're not a real person. Even when you're being serious, even when you're like you're being sincere and you got the serious face and you're like, yeah, you know, and my man big and this and that. Like anybody looking at you or around you cannot take you serious. And I'm not trying to disrespect you as a black man, because you're still a diplomat, you know, but the realness is gone, bro. Let's just be real about you. You pantomime and all this, you know, silly stuff. And like people lost their life and all them things there. So I don't know how you could even disrespect the man and the man's gone. You know what I'm saying? Funk Flex, Whack 100 and all these people. How can you disrespect the man and the man's gone? And when the man was here, you wasn't disrespecting the man. You weren't disrespecting the God when the God was here. You didn't have that front. You couldn't do that. But you now want to jump up on this bandwagon now and start disrespecting. And all the people that disrespect Pac, all the people that find it in their heart now that they can disrespect the man, that man's gone 15, 20 years. You got to look at your own life and see how are you influential? Are you teaching anybody anything? Are you guiding anybody? Are you giving out the right information? Or are you all about yourself? Are you selfish? Do you care about anybody? Does anybody care about you? So it's quick for us to point the finger, but you know, this was clearly a young man at 25 who was achieving greatness, and he was great. He was a prophet. You know, and that's why I don't really, when people try to disrespect him or talk bad about him, I'm always going to jump up and defend him, because it wasn't just music for me. It was deeper than music. He was a real person. He was a real person. You know, and I'm not saying he was an angel. I'm not saying he done everything correct, because no one out here is perfect. But he done so much for his people. He done so much for the black diplomats. Even if you look at his record of achievements now, you look at his archives, his catalogue, you can see that he was out for his people. When I look at Puff and all these people, who you out for, bro? Who's it you out for? You're not even out for Big right now, because I don't see you like looking after Big's people or checking on them. I don't hear Biggie Smalls' mum Ted talking about you like you've been the best friend since Big's gone. Everybody that's on your label, they ain't got nothing good to say about you, bro. And I'm not trying to tear you down. I'm not trying to tear you down for other people to laugh at you. This is facts I'm giving you. You're not a real person, because no one ain't got nothing good to say about you, bro. Even people from your own team disrespect you and tell you that you're selfish and you only think about yourself and you don't care about no one but yourself. And that's because maybe sometimes this money overwhelms people. Sometimes when people get money, they lose themselves. And I don't know you personally. I've met you a couple times, and you know, I don't even want to talk about that. I met you a couple times, and I see that you're not real. You know, and maybe you should catch yourself, bro. You know, you can have all the money in the world, but it says you can have all the money in the world and you can lose your soul. So maybe you should try and catch yourself, bro, before it's too late. And I know that you probably ain't got no real people around you that tell you the truth, but, you know, man's diplomats, man ain't scared of no one, and man ain't afraid to tell anybody the truth. But let's get back onto the prophet Puck. Let's get back onto the king. Rest in peace. Yeah, so do you want to say something? Hey, about the man himself, Puck.
Boy, that dude right there is influential, innit? Influential, that's a big word for him. Influential, to describe him. He touched bare hearts.
Bare different colours.
Bare colours, bro. Worldwide. When it's worldwide, when it's your neighbourhood, it's good. When it's your country, it's even better. But when it's worldwide, global, it's like, what can you say about that? What can you say about that? As the actual person. You understand? And that's what I say, as man, and that's what I can say, man to man. What it is, I don't think he had the right people around him.
Yeah. I know what you're gonna touch into the.
I know Suge.
Yeah, but let me just touch something real quick before you remember the Suge though, yeah, the right people around you. What I want to say quickly just before Haye touched this, yeah. What I want to say is this: a lot of you artists that diss Tupac, or you find it in your heart to diss a man that's gone, yeah, a man that was the god of this thing and the real prophet of this thing. When you are gone, what are people gonna remember you by? Telling people how to drink lean and get high and dumb stuff, killing black people. Is that what people are gonna remember you by? It's been what 22 years since he's gone. He's still the hottest rapper right now. He's still the most influential rapper right now. White folk know that he's talking about stuff that goes against them. They still rate him. You know why? Because they got to rate the truth.
Yeah, the real respect.
Yeah, a lot of you lot are not the truth. Because you're not the truth, you go against what is the truth. And that's why you talk bad on Puck. But all those black diplomats, because we're all diplomats, all those black diplomats that talk bad against Puck, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. And that's being real. But as you were saying, Brother Haye, having bad company and the wrong people around you, Suge was the last thing you said?
Yeah, well, it is. I think it's a case of, right, he's in jail. Yeah. He ain't getting out. He's in jail. He needs bail. No one's coming to him for the bail. Suge comes to him with a bail to come out. If I bail you out, you sign death row. I don't even think Tupac really wanted to sign with death row. Mm-hmm. But if your back's against the wall and that's the only person that can get you out, I would sign with them.
That's right.
I would sign with anybody BMP to get out of jail, bro. I'm signing with anybody just to get out. Yeah, just to get out. And he got out. And as I said, the wrong people around him. If you got people whoop-de-whoop-de in your ears, you're the star. You got pure yes people, but you need real people
grounding
around you. Understand? So it's a case of Shugs in is there, hyping up the whole Biggie situation. Yeah, get out there, rah. There's a pack come out, and he's cussing. I don't think he really wants to do it too tough, but he got people in your ear hyping you up.
Yeah.
Head of the label.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it, even though he's intelligent. He's still young,
and plus he's hurt by he got shot 5 times.
Yeah.
And the same people that he thinks is associated with his shooting is the same people that Suge's got a problem with. So if you know if you got something wrong with you, hey, and I come round and I throw gasoline on that something what's wrong with you, it's just gonna make the flames bigger, right?
Exactly. You don't throw gasoline on the fire to pull it out.
That's right.
It just makes it a lot worse.
That's right.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Say that line again. That was a Tupac great line.
Of course it is. You don't throw gasoline on a fire to put it out.
That's right.
It will just make it worse, as we all know.
That's right.
As I'm saying, I think Suge was just in his ears, and he looked up to Suge. I've seen so many interviews that call Suge like his big brother. I'm trying to say he's the big brother. He's the capo, so he's the lieutenant.
That's right.
So if Suge gives the order, Pac's just gonna go with it. Loyalty.
Yeah.
It's just that loyalty. It's not a smart thing. You got to think for yourself. But I think Pac cares to know what Suge got him out, so I'm going to be loyal to this man. Yeah. No one else got me out.
That's right.
Suge's the only one that got me out, so I'm going to be loyal to this man.
That's right.
So he flew the flag for death row. And I know it's a different side of Pac.
Yeah.
When he was on death row, it was a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? It was relentless. It was kind of like, it was more anger-filled, driven. Yeah. But he's 25 years old. Yeah. And so he's still young, he's still growing, he's still learning. So I can't knock him for that. Yeah. He's still a man. Yeah. A lot of people in that situation, they would do the same thing. That's right. So don't judge him what he was saying, what he was doing. If you in that situation, you would do the same. You do the same damn thing. As I'm saying, we had people around him that weren't good for him, putting him in situations. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. But I think if you had better people in this camp, I think he'd still be alive today. Yeah, most definitely. I really think he'd still be alive today, my brother. I still think he'd be alive today.
Most definitely on that one, brother. Hey, if he had the right people around him, you know, if he had his proper family, the political family, you know, the cultural family around him, he would have been okay. But he was in the wrong hands, you know, I'm not saying Suge is to blame, but Suge, in some way, you know, you're part of the problem. Do you know what I'm saying? You are part of the problem. You know, and we as individuals are to blame ourselves, because when he was doing hit him up and all that, I was rating it. I was down with it. I was like, yeah. But you know what I'm saying? These are the things in life now that we look back and we say, boy, you know what? I would have preferred him to make 5 gal tune and still be here. You understand what I'm saying to you, brother?
Bro, that tune, to me, didn't even feel like a diss tune. It just felt more anger.
Anger, yeah.
You know, this tune, you get a bit of joke and something, but that tune was just, to me, was just pure anger.
Yeah.
So you can see he was angry.
Yeah.
It's basically stirred him away from the angry.
Yeah.
I can't knock him because he's going to be pissed because he's thinking this and he's thinking that. But it was just anger driven.
Yeah.
Like my favorite diss track of all time is No Vaseline.
Oh,
Ice Cube went. That's my
He went
best
deep on that,
best diss track.
Yeah.
He went hard.
Yeah.
But you could see he was saying what he was saying, but he didn't sound angry. He was saying what he was saying. My pack was that was that anger from his belly, from that core in it. He was angry, and no Sugar was in the studio hyping him like. And even by the end of the song that did it, I was like, whoa. Yeah. At the end when he's cussing, and I was like, okay, you can see that it's angry, and it took like a it seemed more personal, innit?
Yeah, of course.
But if he had the right people in his camp, they would have let him do that song. They wouldn't let him do that song.
When you're a bully, you have people scared of you. But what happens when the person that you're bullying, you beat the crap out of them, and then all of a sudden, a couple of days later, they're making up bare noise and they want to come back for the rematch? Your heart is going to jump even though you're a bully though, right, innit? Because you're going to think, hold on, didn't you know what I just done to him 2 days ago? Well, he wants a repeat performance. Yeah. But the guy's coming in like that never happened. That's going to make you fear. And that's why, you know, Puck was he wasn't one of them studio gangsters that was talking this and that. He was talking that stuff and he meant it. He was on what he was on.
Pac wasn't a gangster.
Yeah.
He was a soldier. That's
what I'm trying to say to you. So when Whack 100 and those diplomats like that, you know, talking bad about the man, talking bad about the mum, bruv,
the mum as well.
He was talking bad about. He was saying that Pac's mum's a crackhead and all that. Let me tell you something, Whack. Let me tell you something. This is what you need to understand. Yeah. What are you doing out here? What are you doing? Are you teaching anybody anything? You're talking about this person weren't no gangster. Are you a gangster? What do you consider as a gangster? Because I think that if you think that you're a gangster because you're a gang and you're gang banging or you're terrorizing people or you're shooting people, you're an idiot. You're an idiot and you need to grow up, you know. And I know you're not 25 years old. I know you're not 25 years old. You're way older than that. So if you're promoting something that's negative, talking about this person weren't no G and I'm a gangbang and all that, you're really another lost black man. A lost black diplomat who needs to find himself and stop talking bad on people that made more of an impact on this planet than you did. On a positive level. Yeah, because when you put away Tupac's anger and his diss tunes and his gangster whatever, he made a lot of positive impact. What are you doing, Funk Flex? What are you doing, Whack 100? Are you making positive? Look at Funk Flex. Funk Flex, Diplomat and all that. You know, you done your thing. Come on, man. Like, come on, brother. Like, come on. But you know what? It's not about me dissing you, brother, because you're still a diplomat. I don't even want to get into that. I just want to know. I just want you lot to know, yeah, that we're all black diplomats and we all need to stand beside each other and show each other support. And you lot are tearing down the man when he's gone. You didn't have the heart to do it when he was here, you know, but you want to get a little fame. You know that mentioning Tupac's going to get a little spotlight on you. But don't get the spotlight on you for something wrong, because the only people that are laughing at you is the W's. The W's are sitting down there on the other side of the fence saying, oh, look at them, they're all idiots. They're always fighting against each other. You know, and they like to stir this thing up. You know, so we got to support each other. But back to the man himself, you know, I'm going to talk about the day when he passed. Now, I've got to be real with you. Before Tupac passed and Tupac was doing all the dissing thing, I liked it. But then I kind of like Big and I like Puff because they was coming with a new thing and they come with their thing. So I like their thing also. And I was kind of on their wave because they was keeping it jiggy and it was all about the hype tunes, and Biggie was the man at the time. At the time he was doing his thing. So I kind of rated them, you know, and I was rocking with them for a little minute. And I wasn't, to tell you the truth, I was always a Pac fan, but I wasn't 100% Pac there. I was like, nah, don't start a war and all that, loud that, this, that, and other. But I remember one day I was at this female's house. Me and her was at her house, just chilling, talking. And, you know, one of my friends, Stafford, big up yourself every time, Staff, yeah, called me and said, guess what? I'm thinking that he's going to say, guess what, something to do with him or something that someone I know. He said, Tupac's dead. And I remember there was like an uncomfortable silence. And it just hit me. You know, like when it's silent, but you can hear, you start to feel your own heartbeat. You can feel your heartbeat beating and like, oh, that's very rare. I didn't know what to say. I said, don't lie. He said, yeah, he's dead, bruv, he's dead. Because I knew he got shot, but like a lot of people, I just thought he was going to bounce back because I know that he's been through that before. So, you know, you always think the best. You don't think the worst. You don't think he's going to drop out. And I was like, nah. And I remember when he told me that and he come off the phone, yeah, I felt uncomfortable in the girl's house, bruv. I couldn't even relax. I couldn't, like, I felt different. I needed to get out of the house. And so I'm going, like, what did the person say to you on the phone? And I couldn't tell her that he told me that Tupac's dead, and my reaction is like this. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying, bro? Where you going like that? I couldn't tell her that. I just had to bounce out. But I remember that from that phone call, I just went back to everything of Pac's. And then I realised that sometimes you got things in life and we take them for granted. We don't see them as important. But as soon as you lose them and you can't get them again and you can't hear them again, you can't see them and you can't touch them again, that's when you realise what you had. And from that day, it's been Pac all the way. Good, bad or ugly, it's been Pac all the way. No, never, it ain't dropped down to 90% or 95%, it's been 1000% Pac. You know, and I just want to say, wherever you are, up above, I hope God blesses you and, you know, you done your work as a soldier. And if you have people, what I would say is, if you have truth to tell, don't bother let society and other people give you the shakes. I'm not saying that because I don't want to mess up this, and I'm not saying that because I want to keep this position, and I'm not saying this because I don't want to upset. Say what you know is to be the truth. Not falsify, not no propaganda. If you're talking the truth, if you know that this is truth, this is what I know 100% in my heart, this is truth, say it. Because like Tupac says, a soldier dies but once, a coward dies 1,000 times. Yeah, and what he means by that is that if you're a coward, yeah, everything that comes your way, you're going to be, so you're dying because you're in fear. You just died there about 5-6 times in just that one short breath. But a soldier dies but once. So in life, you should try to be a soldier. Be a soldier. Not a silly soldier, a smart soldier.
Military minded.
Military minded, bro. You want to say something, Haye?
Yeah, brother. But when I found that Pac died, I was in my mum's yard, in my bedroom, bro, listening to Tim Westwood, innit? And I knew he got shot, but as you said before, I figure Pac's strong, he'll bounce back. You know what I mean? He's strong dude, he'll bounce back. Then listen to Westwood, whatnot, did my little tapes and that. Then he come on into breaking news thing. Then he come on and said, Pac's passed away, innit? Bruv, what I'm telling you, bruv, is like, I just started crying, bruv.
Yeah, it's real.
Man to man, bruv. I don't know. And I couldn't stop the tears, innit?
It's real.
I didn't even know the dude, innit?
It's real.
But it's like I found out like one of my close family members died. That's what it felt like. When I found out, bro, I just started wiping my eyes, tears, bro. I wasn't making up no noise, but my eyes, I was just crying uncontrollably, bro. And it was just mad. And I was just angry in it, like why did they kill man? And you understand, brother? But it's like I know cried. After that, I just went into I had all his albums from then anyway, from the beginning. And all started playing his tunes and listening to more of his tunes, and it's like just getting more deep into it and doing more research on him. Yeah. I should have done more research on him when he was alive, but I was already a fan. I was already a big fan.
Yeah. We take these things for granted, though.
Yeah. When he died, it was like, boy, but that crushed me, bro. I had to get a tattoo for him. I had to get 2 tattoos for him. One of his name and the rest in peace, and one of my favourite song, which is So Many Tears. Yeah. I'm trying to say, brother, but it's like no one has impacted me that I don't know.
That's right.
Like him, bro. Nobody has ever, and I'm pissed I never met the dude.
Well, you know that he was coming over here to do a show with Blackstreet.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I heard about that.
Ended up coming.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I was going to that show because that was one show I wasn't gonna miss. Never. I wasn't gonna miss that.
I wish I just met the dude, bro. I wish I met him, bro. Yeah. And I know I would have got on with him. I know I would have got on with him, bro, because he was a funny dude, innit? Yeah. I seen him in interviews and he was just funny. You know what I'm saying, brother? And the personality was just there, so. You know what I'm saying, but that's the day. That's one day that I'll never forget that day, innit? Yeah. I remember where I was, and it's like, bro. I remember after that, it must have been about a couple of days later, innit? I was in remember JD's in West End, innit? That, yeah, and they got that the flat screens up, innit? Yeah. Playing videos, bro. Went in there, bro, and flipping. I think it was Foot Locker. It might be Foot Locker. I can't remember. But Oxford Street, bro. They were playing How Do You Want It on the screen, innit? Yeah. Brother, girls were in the shop, bawling, bro. Wow. Bawling, bro. No one there's crying, bro, and hugging each other. Yeah. Understand, brother? And it's like, and obviously as a man, I was like, bro, there's some nice looking girls in there. I'm thinking, let me try. Bro, when I see the video taking the girls crying, I didn't even think about the girls. I was just like, raw, it's kind of deep. Yeah. Understand, brother? Yeah. So to me, it was like, it was mad. The whole thing was just mad. It's like, I didn't know he had that much of an impact. I thought it was just me one crying, like, whatever. But when I'm out days later and I'm seeing these people, like these women, but they were bawling. I was like, wow. That's when I realised, you know what? This man has something about him. Yeah, of course he did. They didn't know him. Of course he did. But they're bawling. It's gone the same way man's cried when Malcolm X passed, bro. Of course. There are certain people you will cry for. If you make a big impact in someone's life, of course, and you don't know them, you will cry for them. That's right. You understand? So I've got to say, rest in peace to the legend. Ride for you, still playing your tunes. Anyone chat shit, I'm going to defend you. He was a man's man, ladies' man. Anyone chat mess. Yeah, anyone chat mess, I'm going to defend you. As my people know, always do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some people are like, oh, no, don't say that. No, don't diss Pat because Dob's going to say something. It's like, yes, right. I'm here. And I'm going to say, no one is perfect, but hey, I got to big up the legend, innit? Yeah. Big up the legend. There will never be another. There's a lot of imitations out there, but there will never, ever be another. Got to rest in peace to the legend.
Yes, my brother. And also, you touched a good point there. Tattoo. I got my tattoo also, 2-pack tattoo. And I got my 2-pack tattoo in India. I remember when the guy was doing it, and I was just looking down, I was see the 2, and I'm like, yes, brother, yes. And then when it got done, when it got done, I was just felt so happy. And I remember, what I did is that this is the first time I ever done this. I drank alcohol because they said when you drink alcohol and you get a tattoo, it makes the blood thinner. It makes it thinner. So I done that and I drank it, and the drink never touched me. The drink never touched me while I was doing the tattoo because I thought it was going to take away some of the pain, but it never touched me. And then I left out of the place, and then the thing hit me and the sun and curl up, but I was just happy to know that I got my pack tattoo. Yeah. So all those people that got a pack tattoo, big up yourself, you know, and yeah, just big up yourself. And all those people that have got pack imprinted in their brain, yeah, if he made that impact on you, you know, big up to you as well. Whether negative or positive, because even the people that are talking rubbish about Pac, he's made an impact on you because you're talking about him.
Exactly.
So whether good or bad, that man made an impact on a lot of people. And, you know, he wasn't trying to lead people to hell. That's what, yeah, that's why I don't really have it when people talk rubbish to him, because he's not trying to lead people to hell. If you look at what's going on now in this day and time, these artists and these people, a lot of them are trying to lead you to hell. They're trying to make you sell your soul and end up in hell. There's no positivity in it. Yeah, there's no upliftment. There's no joy. There's no happiness. It's just get money, however, and sell your soul and do whatever you need to do to get the money and ball and floors. That's not life. You know, and Tupac was way deeper than that. He's deeper than all of these artists right now. And there's a lot of deep ones of them now, but not a lot, a few. But he was deeper than, you can put all them artists together and they still can't make a pack. They can't make half of a pack.
True.
You know, so I just want to say, you know, in closing, that Tupac has been one of the most influential people that I've ever encountered without meeting. You know, Malcolm X was very impact. It was a big impact for me. Muhammad Ali was a big impact for me. Farrakhan's been a big impact for me. Dick Gregory. All of these people have been a big impact to me.
Dr. Khalid Muhammad, rest in peace.
That's right. That's right. But Tupac, like I said, to have the legacy, have that legacy at 25 years old, bro, is remarkable. Because I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody with a legacy like that at 25. That was so young, and to be that impactful in the world. Because remember, he's on the same level as Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali, and he was only 25. So imagine if you gave him another 25, what would be happening? And this is why they had to get rid of the king, because he was too impactful. When people are too impactful, if they can't control you, you got to go.
Exactly.
You got to go.
Too much. You knew too much, way too intelligent. They're gonna come for you. They want to dumb you down.
They want to.
You can't dance. Listen, they want to dumb you down, innit, people. Thing is, you can't dance your way through life, innit.
That's right.
Sometimes it's good to have fun and dance, but sometimes more time you need to think. You need to think, and that's what he did. He thought, because dropping that knowledge. You can dance and whatnot, cool, whatever, innit. But I'm a man. I want to think now. I'm grown. It's about thinking, about living. It's about surviving.
Yeah.
Understand? Leaving something for your children.
Yeah.
Understand? So, big up the legend, man. You did a lot. You're still doing a lot now. You've gone 22 years, and still nobody's touching you.
No one's brighter.
Still nobody's touching you. No one's shining brighter than Pac.
That's right.
No one, they try, but no one's shining brighter than Pac.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No one's shining brighter than Pac. Big up the legend, man. Every time.
Yes.
Every time.
Brother Haye. And like you said, no one is shining brighter than Pac. You know, and they all have to hail him. They all have to pay respect to the Don, because he was a Don and he died for his people. I wouldn't say he died for rap. I wouldn't say he died for rap. He died for his people,
Yeah.
and his nation.
It's bigger than rap.
Yeah, because it's bigger than rap. Rap is just someone that's run by certain people, you know, that capitalize off the thing again. But what I'm trying to say is he died for his people. Yeah, and when we all gotta go one day. But how are you gonna go? Are you gonna go where no one knows you, no one don't care about you? Are you gonna go where people rejoice and say, you know what, that was a wonderful person, that was an amazing spirit? And that's what I see when people talk about Pac. He made such an impact on so much people's life, you know. And I feel like I myself, yeah, you know, I've learned a lot from that young man at 25, and you know, he's helped me on a lot of my journey in life, and I feel like I've got the same thing that Pac's got in his heart, you know. Tell the truth, seek knowledge, exactly. Yeah, and stand up for the weak. So yeah, in closing, I just want to say, rest in peace to Tupac Amaru Shakur. never gonna be forgotten, King. Never ever gonna be forgotten. You're a real emperor. You know, rest in peace to Afeni Shakur, you know, the goddess who created Tupac. And, you know, just keep it love, people. Keep it love. And it's always blessing, man. I just want to say love to everybody, and everybody that's a Tupac fan. If you hear this, share it, and it's real. You know what I mean? It's real out here. Blessings.
Remember Tupac said in Against All Odds? Remember what Tupac said in Against All Odds? I'll be a legend, living or breathing. Prophet, right there. Driving drunk on the freeway to take it easy. Rest in peace.
Hey, big up Erickson as well, yeah. You know that tune, Tupac, it goes, just like daddy, just like daddy, yeah. Come with me anytime you broke, celebrating those jams, no celebrating slow jams on the radio. I know you're happy, I can feel your passion, looking out for you just like daddy. Come on, when the sunshine turns to rain, baby, I can take away your pain if you trust me. Aye, listen, rest in peace to the king. Always, Tupac, love you forever, my brother. One love.
Rest in peace.
I'm tired of waiting for my past to get into society. All I ever wanted to do was make me and everybody around me feel more comfortable about where we were. You know what I'm saying? About the places that we stayed. This is our home base. Let's build it up. Let's be happy about where we come from. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to assimilate and get a pass key to where they at. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that everything needs to be separate, but we got to find pride in ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And once you get the pride, like damn near 2 seconds after the pride comes anger from being held like that for so long.